I think the biggest problem today is not like people get into the debate over whether fats or carbohydrates bad or good. And the biggest problem is that most people are over consuming both of them at the same time. And so your body, looks at that and says, well, we can't take, we've got energy from fat. We got all this energy from glucose. We don't want, if we're going to choose, the cells are going to choose the fat. And then the glucose then gets sort of locked out of the cell and gets pushed into all the organs of the body. And that's where the problems start coming.
Well, and really it's just, in general, and I know some of the carnivore people and some of the keto people especially, which has kind of become a religion. I think it's calming down a little bit, but they'd kill me for saying this. But, our body really just, our body needs energy, and it doesn't really care where it gets it from necessarily in the overall scheme of things. So whether you're eating fat, protein, carbohydrates, it doesn't necessarily care where it gets its energy from. But if you have excess energy and excess calories, which is excess energy, then you're going to store extra fat. And, we're good at doing that as humans, because traditionally speaking, ancestrally speaking, we had to store our fat because there were times where we didn't eat for a few days because we didn't have food. So we're good at storing extra energy. And that's part of the problem, is that we just have too much energy sitting around our houses all the time. Most people have we literally have an unlimited food source as Americans. We have a freezer, we have a fridge, we have a pantry full of food that, is literally unlimited because we have a grocery store not too far away.
Yeah.
And that's part of the problem, is that we have such easy access to food. So we just store extra calories, no matter if you're eating fat, protein, or carbohydrates. Now, I will say, if you eat real food, real whole foods, especially focusing on animal proteins, it's harder to overeat because you feel satiated. And that's why, the food industry tries to sell processed foods, because you can really just keep overeating them. Think about the things that you can overeat, as far as like chips and as far as like cookies. Those things are easy to overeat because you just never feel full. Or cereal. Breakfast cereal is one of the worst. You can eat a box of breakfast cereal and not even feel full.
Yeah. I firmly believe in that protein leverage hypothesis, that all animals are eating to get a certain amount of nutrition. And so even if you don't realize it, the one reason why a lot of people are overeating is because they know they didn't get enough nutrition, or their body knows it didn't get any nutrition out of those crackers. And so you're eating to get a certain amount of nutrition, specifically protein. And so if you undereat protein, you tend to overeat the carbs and fats.
Yeah, those are definitely true facts.